Yo, what's up guys? My name is Sansrold and today I'm going to be showing you guys a very unique sound bank and wavetables released by Cymatics. With that being said, this video is going to be sponsored by Cymatics, but don't fret because we are going to be looking at something unique that they did and how they did it. I'm going to explain it a bit. I haven't asked them how they did it, but I have a pretty good knowledge on how they probably went about doing this. Now, the pack that they're pretty much going to be releasing is going to be Cymatics Animals for Serums, which comes with wavetables that pretty much imitate animals. They obviously recorded animals. So let's talk a little bit about that, guys. So I'm sure many of you guys have seen the Mac J video where he records himself taking a piss and makes a track out of it, and then a lot of people started doing that, and it went a little bit viral in the producer world where people would try and outdo themselves by, maybe slapping someone's ass and recording it and making a song out of it. And it happened for a while, and that's one way of doing this technique. But the other way is recording something over time and implementing it so that it's a wavetable. Now let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. So Cymatics released this Animals for Serum, and they provided a lot of wavetables with animal names. And why did they do that? So pretty much what they did, guys, is they recorded animals, and as you guys know, animals make sounds. They can either roar, they can screech to fight off predators, all this kind of stuff. So the key important thing here that you guys need to note is that when an animal roars, it changes frequency over time. So an animal's not going to be roaring at the same frequency the whole time, because he's eventually going to run out of breath. Eventually the frequency will kind of change, maybe lower. Just like I can talk to you guys if I ask a question, like, how are you? My voice kind of pitches at the end, or I can, there's a cute girl that I want to talk to and I'm like, hey, what's up, baby? So that's pretty much what, it's cool. The frequencies change over time, and the key thing here is time, guys. And pretty much they created these wavetables that sound pretty much like this, which sounds like a cat. So pretty much let's talk a little bit about this because it's very important. So pretty much what these guys did is they recorded a cat over time, and then they made it into a wavetable. Now let's put this into the sense of a saw or using a square wave. When you guys, let's say you guys have a saw and you distort it. Many of you guys can relate to that. I'm sure many of you guys have distorted saws in your time, in the good old days, even with analog gear. So when you distort a saw, let's say you have it at 0% and you move it to 100% very slowly. Now let's say that I record that. Now wavetable positions, as you guys can see, guys, whenever I move it, the wavetable here, it's changing. The picture's changing. This to make it more simple. Pretty much that means the wavetable here is changing over time. Something about it is changing, like maybe the frequencies, the amplitude of the wavetable, the slopes and all that. So when I distort a saw, same thing happens in a different way. So now I have this saw recorded where I say pretty much I have this saw recorded from 0 to 100% slowly. So now if I wanted to, I can say, okay, every 1%, so 1%, 2%, 3% is going to be a wavetable position. So obviously at 1%, at 1% that'll be wavetable position 2. At 3% that will be wavetable position 3, and if all the way up to 100. So now when I put it in and I have my wavetable done, pretty much if I move this wavetable position, pretty much what I'm gonna get is the saw getting distorted over time, and then I can kind of pinpoint where I like it. Like let's say I record the cat and the cat goes meow, and that's the first wavetable I'm saying. Then meow, that's the second, and the third is meow. So pretty much that is what pretty much we have. And then if I wanted to, I could pinpoint exactly, maybe I like the part where the cat goes that part, then I can pinpoint it with the wavetable position up, and I pretty much get that. So pretty much they're gonna have a lot of cool wavetables, which are going to be made by animals. Now, obviously they didn't just say, okay, let's record animals and stick them in Serum and that's it, because that wouldn't work. What we have to do is apply harmonics to these samples. So pretty much the way we would do that is going to be using distortion, phasing, whatever you want to do, but most of the time it's saturation to apply harmonics to something and a certain frequency. So now let's check out some of the presets that they made so you guys can kind of get a sense about what this is all about. Very, very cool. And as you guys know, these are all wavetables. They made this with all wavetables that they have, like the dog 5. Sounds very cool. Very, very cool. And one of the cool things that you guys need to see is that they're implementing change over time using LFOs as well. So just having the wavetable wasn't enough. We need something to move the wavetable for us, like this. So pretty much that's what they did. They have a lot of LFOs, which brings my next point. When you guys get these, you pretty much get the programming of cymatics. You get pretty much, let's say, I think the guy that does the sound design is Drew. You pretty much get to pick his brain because he pretty much did all the work, put it down, and you get everything that he has, how he did it. And that kind of gives you a sense of how to approach this. Also, another cool thing is that once you have the presets, you can pretty much go crazy. Let's say you like this, but you don't like the wavetable they use. What you can do is you can switch out the wavetable, one of yours, maybe you talking saying hello, or maybe just one of their new ones like a cow or something. You know, and each one's, the cool thing is each one's gonna give you different results. As you guys can see. So pretty much, guys, you know, Cymatics have provided this really unique sound design pack, which has been pretty much supported by Borgor, I believe. Slugs, well, I don't know his name, but it's a big guy. And it's just crazy because, you know, even these guys are saying this is like some of the most unique stuff they've heard, and these guys are making dubstep and bass house and all that good stuff. So this is definitely a pack you guys should check out. The link is in the description below. And as always, guys, just make sure to click it, check it out. Even if you don't have the money to buy it, you can still get free stuff from them by putting in your email address. And, you know, that's a little thing, you know, for what they're going to give you, which is going to be free wavetables. I'm not sure if they're giving you free presets, but I'm for sure they're going to give you free wavetables of animals, which is a very cool thing. And the way you guys can implement this is, you know, go outside with your iPhone and record stuff, guys. Record stuff that changes over time. Maybe grab a knife and go try and cut metal, and it's not gonna work, but you're gonna make some sounds, record that, and maybe try and make some cool stuff out of it. That's the way I would approach it if I wanted to do this myself. Maybe go record, you know, someone nagging or someone talking. But the key thing, guys, here is in order to make wavetables, you need to record something, and then you need to have the knowledge to give it harmonics. And for that, just look up saturation, distortion, and all that neat stuff that we have talked about before. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to support, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for your